Good morning, everyone, and welcome to graduate. This event is hosted by the International Student Services at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Before we start, please note that this event is being recorded and will be uploaded on the International Student Services website in commencement page by the end of next week. All audience members agree to the possibility of appearing on the recording by virtue of attending the event or participating in the event. As a reminder, to change the formatting of your screen for WebEx, you can look to the upper right corner of your screen and choose your options for video. Under the Division of Student Affairs, International Student Services serves more than 6,000 UW-Madison students on F and J visas. By providing holistic support through advising on immigration, personal, and cultural matters. Events and activities support students' engagement and development within the campus community. The international student population at UW-Madison is also among the largest of any university in the country. We are honored to be able to serve our outstanding global Badger community. We are also incredibly proud of the great accomplishments that our international student alumni have been achieving across the world. Here, I would also like to introduce our International Student Services Office graduation. They are Mina House, our International Student Services Assistant, Dong Chen, also our International Student Services Assistant, Alison Stranchenbach, our ISS student, and Cherise Baum, our Assistant Director of International Student Engagement at ISS. Thank you for your contribution to our celebration. My name is Dong Chen. I am a part of the ISS graduation committee, the host for today's event. I use she, her, hers pronouns. I started my journey at UW-Madison as an international student studying in the Master Global Higher Education back in the year 2018. Last winter, I graduated from my program and started working as an office assistant at International Student Services. Today, as an international, I'm feeling truly happy and humble to be able to host the International Student Services graduation celebration event and invite you all together to honor and celebrate the many accomplishments and contributions of our outstanding class of badgers. The International Student Services Office, I would like to shout out congratulations to the new international student graduates. You are full-fledged badgers now. Our office hopes you had a rewarding Wisconsin experience in your time here at UW-Madison. Also, I would like to give a warm welcome to family, friends, and our guest speakers in the virtual graduation celebration today. Today's guests include Samantha McCabe, our Interim Director of International Student Services, Chris Baum, our Assistant Director of International Student Engagement at ISS, along with our international student speaker, Michelle Thomas and Qiuxuan. For International Student Services, this is outstanding graduates this year. We truly wish we could gather in person to celebrate with you on this momentous occasion. You have overcome great challenges to reach this point. Although we are not gathered in person, our pride and joy in your phenomenal accomplishments is unwavering. Activity, diligence, passion, and persistence have made UW-Madison a better and more inclusive institution. Your hard work and accomplishments will continue to inspire everyone in this community. We have a message from Chancellor Dr. Rebecca Blank.
Congratulations, Global Badgers. I am incredibly grateful that we have had you as part of our student community during your time here at UW-Madison. Your many contributions to research, innovation, collaboration, and intercultural learning have helped create a more globally engaged Wisconsin experience for us all. As we continue to navigate this new era, I encourage you to continue learning, growing, and working for the common good as Global Badgers. Great job, and my best wishes to all of you.
Following the Chancellor's message, we now have a video message from the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Dr. Reeser.
Congratulations, Global Badgers. I'm Dr. Lori Reeser, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. What you've accomplished is quite a feat. You've worked so hard to earn your degree, and along the way, you've learned valuable life lessons in resilience. What it looks like to grow, adapt, and find success in an incredibly challenging time. We are so glad you chose UW-Madison. You enriched our campus, and we wish you the very best in all you do. On Wisconsin.
This spring, UW-Madison confers more than 1,400 degrees upon national undergraduate and professional school students. Professional student graduates widely spread and achieve progress in different schools and colleges in this campus, including College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, College of Engineering, College of Letters and Science, School of Business, School of Nursing, School of Pharmacy, Law School, and many more. After graduation, please remain connected to the university by joining the Wisconsin Alumni Association to keep the university updated upon all your great achievements. Now, we have a message from International Student Service Interim Director, Samantha McCabe.
Thank you, Dong, and welcome everyone to our International Student Graduation Celebration, WebEx style. Sure, we'd rather be hugging and high-fiving with Bucky, taking photos in our photo booth with our friends, and celebrating with our family over some food. But, you know, this is the next best thing. So we're glad that you joined us here this morning, evening, wherever in the world you are, and in whichever time zone that you're in. We're really happy that you were able to join us. I want to begin by congratulating the class, our 2020 Global Badgers. We are so honored to celebrate you today. And by now, I'm sure you're probably tired of hearing about the unprecedented times, the uncharted territory, and the uncertainty that lies ahead. But one thing that is for certain, you did it. You earned your degree from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. You get to pause and take great pride in achieving this major milestone in your life. Amidst the uncertainty of the future, remember the traits, the skills, the knowledge that you have gained at UW-Madison that make you a strong global badger and a strong global leader. You are resilient. You've shown great resiliency since the moment you decided to begin your journey as an international student. And you continue to show great resiliency in our new COVID-19 era. You are empathetic. You have come together as global badgers to support one another, to be vulnerable with one another, to be your authentic self, and to show a deep level of care understanding, and acceptance for not only who you are, but for who your peers are. You are culturally intelligent. You have enriched the experiences of your peers, of your community, of our office and our campus, and you've opened your mind to broader perspectives through your journey at UW-Madison as well. It's what we like to call the Wisconsin experience. You are a Badger. More so, you are a global Badger. So step out into the world. So as you step out into the world on your next journey, I want you to keep your head held high with the pride and the confidence that as a global Badger, you have achieved greatness and you will continue to do something great. Congratulations, class of 2020, and on Wisconsin.
Thank you, Sam. Next, we would like to invite our first international speaker, Michelle Thomas.
Thank you so much, Dong. Hello, everyone. It is such an honor to be here and share my story with all of you at the ISS virtual commencement ceremony for class of 2020. My name is Michelle Sarah Shibu Thomas from Dubai, UAE. When I was seeking to transfer to a school in the US, I immediately had my heart set on the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Without even visiting the school, I was enthralled by UW's zest for learning, the expansive opportunities, and the integration with the Madison community. I was immediately convinced that this school was the one for me. From the very first look at the website, I realized that I had Badger blood flowing through my veins. Of course, the one thing I forgot to consider was the weather. So 2 months after I'd accepted my application for UW-Madison and confirmed my attendance, I was at dinner with a family friend when they casually asked me if I was ready for the Wisconsin winters. So my nonchalant reply at that moment was, yeah, I have a few light jackets at home. I'm sure they'll be enough. That night, I went back home and realized that a few light jackets were not going to be enough to bear the cold in Wisconsin. Yet arriving in Madison meant 3 years of a complete adventure. Through the last 3 years, I have survived a polar vortex, saw Lady Liberty appear on Lake Mendota twice, which is historic, went to American football and basketball games, enjoyed art and ice cream on the terrace, and now I'm set to graduate, that too virtually. To be honest, the transition was challenging, be it from a 120-degree Fahrenheit or 50-degree Celsius summer to a negative 40-degree winter, from a multicultural environment to a slightly less diverse environment, and from a huge metropolitan city like Dubai to a lovely college town like Madison. However, I learned to build community and make Madison as much as a home as Dubai was. Being at UW-Madison enabled me to learn from some of the best and most passionate faculty members, and be honored for my zest of learning as a Pi Beta Kappa scholar. In fall 2019, I even studied and worked for a semester in Washington, D.C. through the Wisconsin in Washington program. Over these last 3 years, I developed great friendships while working at the Wisconsin Union Directorate Publications Committee, as well as being part of student organizations like Wisconsin Admission Volunteers and the Navigators at UW-Madison. When I chose UW-Madison, I hoped that my experience would broaden my horizons and help me to professionally develop. I think being a student here, a Badger, has actually stretched me to an extent that I did not realize was possible. The academic progress that I made through the international studies major and community interactions through volunteering at community sites and Badger volunteers, and being an interfaith fellow at the Center of Religion and Global Citizenry have helped me to grow leaps and bounds. While this is an unusual period of our college life, I think by no means should we stop celebrating our successes and reminiscing on our journey. Therefore, honestly, it takes so much courage to leave our homes, our families, our cities and countries and move across the world to pursue an education. But studying at UW-Madison makes it all worth it. Therefore, I want to just thank my family, my parents, friends, both in Madison, Wisconsin, and all over the world for being so supportive and encouraging me to follow my dreams. To my professors, mentors, and advisors, thank you for sharing your knowledge and life experiences with me. And finally, to all the global Badgers, I want to encourage you to embrace all that Madison has to offer and more. Explore the city, brave the winter, engage with the community. While your UW-Madison experience, the Wisconsin experience, enables you to learn from the community and faculty over here, do not forget to share your heritage and life experiences also with them. Learning is a two-way process. And for all of us graduating, remember that Badger blood runs through us. And as Badgers, we know not just to survive, but also to thrive. So on Wisconsin and happy graduation. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Great speech. Now, let's welcome Qiuxuan, our final international.
Hello, everyone. I'm Qiuxuan. I'm so honored to share my college story at ISS virtual graduation. I still remember the day in my freshman year, December 3rd, 2016. Madison had its first snow at night, and that was the first time I've ever seen snow that heavy in my life. I was so excited that I rushed down the floors and stepped outside the building. The wind was harsh and the street was empty. I was the only one standing in the snow. Then I made a video phone call with my parents and said, "Hey, look, it is snowing." And they were sitting under the bright sun in Guangzhou, China, a city that never snows. This was my experience of the first real winter in Madison and ever. Since then, every year in Madison, I say to myself, "Okay, Qiuxuan, you're well prepared." But sadly, no. I was always not ready. Madison snow always gets me, especially in 2019. Like most first-year students, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I kept asking myself what I wanted to get from my college education. I chose classes across different departments, from acting, psychology, philosophy, to computer sciences. I didn't think of majoring in computer science until I was fascinated by CS302, Intro to Programming by Professor Jim Williams. In that class, I remember he said to us that computer science is to use some familiar words with some unfamiliar rules to write our own logics to build up some programs. Those programs could turn into games, AI robots, analyzing complicated data sets in seconds or even milliseconds. I was impressed by the power of programming and algorithms and its potential to solve different problems in the world. That was the moment I knew that I found my passion. What's the next step? I was having a hard time because I didn't know how to turn what I had learned into something useful. I joined a research lab in my freshman year. I was so happy that I was getting some real work done and learning from other intellectual peers. I also realized that doing real work needs purposes. Problems that humankind suffers from, problems that need to be solved for better good. Where do I learn those problems then? I found the answer in one of my classes, wearable technology. At that class, I had a chance to talk with people in the medical area. I built a happy glove which could potentially help doctors to practice surgery in a virtual environment. I was surprised that, for the little specialty knowledge I had, I could actually apply them in life and make something useful. It triggered my interest to go into the industry to learn more about technology products. Applying for internship was not an easy process, while you still had coursework to care about. UW-Madison as a prestigious college had attracted many employers, and I was doing everything I can to get myself an internship. I went to career fairs and info sections. I reached out to our alumni. I went to the resume review sections held by our Successware Center. I practiced technical interviews with my friends every night in college library. And finally, I did it. I got my first and second internship at Google as a software engineer and another one at Microsoft as a program manager. Those experiences opened a new road for me. People of different backgrounds, from engineering to anthropology, joined together, and they are using their expertises to create technologies that make the world a better place. It was then I found my mission. I want to make a difference in the world. I want to create and lead a product that could have good influences on people around the world. My friends sometimes said to me, "You're so lucky to get so many internships." I cannot deny that luck played a role here. I know that most importantly, it is the education and experiences I got in Madison that made me well prepared when those opportunities came to me. I can go back to the question I asked myself in my freshman year. What do I want to get from my college education? I would say that I want to learn how to be a better person and how to give the good I learned back to the society. I have found my own way to work towards that, and I believe so as thousands of other graduates in UW-Madison. At last, I want to say thank you to our family. As international students, our families are thousands of miles away from us. Thank you, dear Dad and Mom. Thank you for all your love and trust to let us pursue our dream. 谢谢爸爸妈妈. I want to say thank you to all professors and staff. Thank you for leading and supporting us in our college journey. I want to say thank you to all students who are graduating and to those who are still finding themselves in medicine. Thank you for being side by side with us on this journey. Class of 2020, the future is upon us. Let's chase our dreams and always remember the path to our home. Go Badgers!
Thank you, Qiuxuan, for your great speech. Last but not least, let us welcome the ISS Assistant Director of International Student Engagement, to share her message with our Global Badger graduates.
Thank you, Dong. Several years ago, my high school graduating class selected a motto. It was a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. This quote reads, "Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." 2020 has brought so many strange challenges in our path. Graduates, we know that having a virtual WebEx celebration is not how you expected to celebrate the end of your journey here in Madison. But this year has taken us to this new uncharted path. You graduates have shown incredible resilience and grit over the past several months. The lessons you have learned, both big and small, will help you in your next steps in life, both as leaders and professionals in this global economy. We in ISS are incredibly proud of all you have accomplished and are grateful that we have had an opportunity to be a small part of your journey here at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. We hope that you find success and that your path continues as you take on great life adventures. Congratulations, class of 2020, you did it.
Thank you, Cherise. Thank you, everyone, for joining us in congratulating graduating class of spring 2020. Please don't forget UW-Madison's virtual commencement for graduating and law students today at noon CDT. Just type in commencement.wisc.edu in your search bar to join in watching the commencement.